Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of the premiere episode of The Bachelor, On the Wings of Love.
Is that the cheesiest title yet? I thought Officer and a Gentleman
That's
was...
my favorite.
That's not my favorite.
Officer and a Gentleman. Okay.
Alright, so, yeah, we all know the story of Jake. He was hurt by Jillian. He walked through fire. And now he's born again, ready to love.
Jeez, he sounds like a phoenix.
I know.
Or whatever.
He's a pilot and a douchebag. Alright, let's just get something straight right off the bat about Jake. He's too pretty to be straight. That's what Mama always said. Alright, so, yeah, he is so into himself. I think I prefer a guy who doesn't look in the mirror half as the amount of times that I do. Mira from Manhattan. Alright,
okay, so he's the only one in his family who's not in medicine, but his family supported him and blah blah blah. He's a pilot, we know.
He's the scrub of the family.
Alright, so the highlight of the episode, Chris Harrison is back.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bring on the desperate ladies! We've got 25 ladies ready to love Jake. Everything from divorcees to models to does. Mommies. There's even a Canadian in there or two.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jake arrives on the scene on his motorbike wearing a giant helmet, which reminded me so much of the Spaceballs movie, the Darth Vader character. He had on that giant helmet. I think his name was Dark Helmet.
Mm.
I almost thought there were training wheels on the motorcycle, but I don't think there were.
So you're not officially a contestant on The Bachelor unless you have a weird, cheesy gag when you go and meet him.
That's
for
right.
the first time. So some of the highlights, one girl brought a peacock feather and was like, peacocks use their feathers to attract mates.
Here's one for
Pretty sure
you.
the guy ones do that. Okay.
Well, she gave it to him.
I know.
I'm pretty sure they were drinking in the limo already. And there was the girl who was like, you've got something on your tie. Look down.
No.
Boop. That's so bad. And then
someone brought a bag of dirt from Texas. Very nice.
Somebody brought a double-headed quarter. Somebody had on these scary serial killer gloves and was like, if I got fire, fine, you can ride my Harley. Bring your big helmet.
Someone brought a spinner.
Yeah, like a picker. They called it a picker, but I call it a spinner. And their picture was all over it. So his picker's not going to be broken anymore because he's forced to pick her. Yeah. Somebody brought a basket full of jelly beans as consolation prizes for the loser pants.
Yeah.
There was somebody who tripped.
That was so bad.
That was my favorite.
I couldn't tell at first if it was real or not, but I'm pretty sure
it was real.
And couldn't walk in heels.
Yeah.
And that slit was above her hoo-ha.
Slit for slut. As my husband said, that girl's gonna need 2 hairstyles to wear that dress.
Oh, some girl walked in with her aviators and she's like, I'm a pilot too.
You can have my aviators. I want you to wear these when you fly. Then there was the crazy girl who says,
she's like, woo!
I want a co-pilot.
The girl is a freak.
Be my co-pilot.
We'll get to that.
And he's like, do you ever fly? And she's like, just be my co-pilot. I don't think she's ever been on a plane. That's so sad.
Well, it was time for the cocktail party.
One girl said, I want to hug him and then take his clothes off.
Alright, so there's one girl, she was a little hoarse, a little sick.
Yeah.
As am I.
She was kind of a horse too, but
I thought I liked her.
I didn't really like her. Her name was Allie.
She's one of my faves so far.
Yellow dress, Allie.
She was walking with Jake and she ripped her dress.
Maybe she's not so bad. I don't know. Then there was Channy, the Cambodian girl who
Freak.
said in Cambodian, baby, you can land your plane on my landing strip anytime.
A little forward for the first date. Well, not even the first date, the first meeting.
Then Ella, who brought a toy plane from her son Ethan. I call her old mommy. Ashleigh ran and got her skimpy, slutty stewardess suit and put it on and was like, fly me!
No.
Then there was
Well, he liked that.
Yeah.
So this one skank comes out with the football, and she's like, I like sports. Let's play football.
So they had Bachelor football.
Well, first it was just the two of them playing
Right.
catch, and she's like, you throw so well.
Her boob was this close to coming undone from the dress. I don't think she had on one side the double stick tape, so wasn't good.
Well, everyone wanted to get involved, so they had a giant football game.
Blondes versus brunettes, guys. And then they all chased Jake at the end. And the girl who tripped on the way in almost tripped at the football game when she was chasing him. And she didn't even have her shoes on, so that's
Lay
pretty
off
lame.
the booze, girl.
So it's time for Michelle to meet us. Michelle, it's very obvious you are insane.
This freak.
She is a freak. She's obsessed with him in a very bad way. It's really unhealthy. Chris Harrison trots out the first impression rose. It sits on the table so long it is in danger of becoming a dried flower. Kathryn, we meet her. She's the girl who has the pretend fiancé.
She's a corporate flight attendant.
She
She's
doesn't want to be bothered.
Especially by those sleazy corporate people.
Yeah, who are probably married anyway. Alright, so
Like they care.
Jillian and Ed come out like two dirty old blankets. So comfy.
What?
I hate them.
So they interview
sorry.
each of the girls and give Jake their opinions, and let's just say they are disgusting. I don't need to hear their dirty talk.
I'm pretty sure Ed was interviewing for a new fiance.
That's what it sounded like.
He had separate notes.
He's like,
all right. Now-
Swiderski, we're watching you.
Yeah. Now we meet Christina, and she made him lay down on the floor and like play airplane with her. He was struggling under her girth. Tenley, she forced him to kiss her. That's
And then
always awkward.
It was so annoying, though, after how she was, like, crying about it. She's like, it's so out of character.
Maybe I shouldn't have made him do that to me.
Yeah.
So, Jillian and Ed's recommendations, there were a few, but the one that stood out was, please send home Michelle if you value your life. Not in so many words, but... So, the first impression rose goes to... Tenley.
The one who kissed him.
I guess that was an okay choice.
She annoys me for some reason.
She looks like, Christina, whatever her name is, Ben Stiller's wife.
No.
That's who she looks like to me.
So it's time for the rose ceremony.
Get ready. The second rose goes to Ella, the old mom.
Then Elizabeth, who's like, football.
Yeah. Allie, the horse girl.
Vienna, the airhead who we did not discuss yet. She's, like, really annoying.
Vienna totally reminds us of the girl from Lorenzo's season who always wore the tiara. And she was like, do you judge? 'Cause I judge. And Lorenzo said he didn't, so she went home. Christina, the one who made him play airplane.
Gia, they didn't really talk much about her. She's, like, from Manhattan or
The
something.
hairstylist. I think she has a shop or something. Ashleigh E., the one who put on the slutty flight attendant costume.
Yes. Rozlyn, the model.
Jessie, the Canadian.
A.K.A. Sarah Brightman.
Yes.
Look it up.
Mm-hmm. Corrie, the fashion stylist. At least I think she was.
Valishia? Who's that?
I don't even think they barely showed her the whole time. Ashleigh, the one who fell, not once, but...
Kathryn, the one with the pretend fiancé.
And the final rose goes to, you know it's coming, the serial killer, Michelle. Come on. You know the crew has to pick like one.
They pick more than one.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. She had a breakdown the first episode.
She teared up. Alright, so that means Channy, he won't be landing anytime soon.
Yeah.
Don't bother getting the Brazilian.
I'm pretty done with the pilot and co-pilot references
Cheesy.
and stuff.
Alright, so
I've had enough.
this is what we have to look forward to this season. Hopefully it's not a lot of pilot references or co-pilot. I know. There's gonna be planes. There's gonna be bikes. There's gonna be beaches. But no shirts are allowed. There's gonna be bungee jumping. Come on, you gotta have some hot tubs. There might be a virgin or two. Somebody's gonna screw a crew member. Also known as screwing the pooch.
And I think someone was like, oh, he doesn't know I have kids or that I was married.
He will. And the very famous, made famous by Jason Mesnick.
The balcony cry at the railing.
It's patented. So I'm really looking forward to this season. I think you're going to take over when you go back to school, so I'm going to miss it, but I'm going to enjoy seeing what you think, Maddie. So kids, till next time, much love.